Welcome everyone back to Fallout 4, and we're gonna continue with our what do you call it? I'm lost for words all of a sudden. Our hotel that we're busy building in the glowing sea. For those who haven't seen it, there's the glowing sea. Nothing. There's absolutely nothing except for a lot of dead trees. Okay, and so far pretty good. This coming up pretty good. I made a couple of changes since our first episode. Well, first thing, I needed to know what the build height was, so I built up all the way to the top. Let me quickly grab a camera view here so we can see a bit better. So this is basically the limit we can build at this settlement. Added some decoration on the roof, build up the floors completely because I needed to know what I'm more or less can build and deal with. Added a couple of decorations around trees and things like that. And for those who watched the last episode, I was having an issue with trying to figure out how to do the power. So I found these white trims, this wood trim that goes around like this. So I put that down there and use that as like a cover basically. So it's got all the conduits on it going around the building. And then that one covers 2 floors. So you can see that's 2 floors, there's 2 floors, and you got that. So we've got power everywhere in the building now. Goes all the way around. Right around, you can see there. Added some lights down at the bottom. Got a few decorative lights inside here. But it came out pretty good. And I also added some lights over here as well. You can see some like hiding away in the bushes here. So that's going to help a little bit. So, and this guy is broken. I tried to allocate him to a guard post thing over there. He just stands, he either stands in the doorway floating or he stands over here. He doesn't go anywhere else. Okay, so garden wise and everything else here, we got decorations, is all cool. And well, I couldn't stop myself, so I decorated in the inside as well over here. Added a few more things. So now you can see the light is working everywhere. Our bathrooms is all nicely lit up. So that's working fine. We got lights everywhere here. And our office area, added a couple of things. So at least looks like somebody is doing something in here. But it came out pretty good. Okay, now the next floor is where the rooms start. And I wasn't sure on how I was going to do this. This is what I came up with so far. So this is technically one room there. We got one there, we got one there, and on this side and on this side. So, and we got what, 6 floors, 5 floors we can still build on. Yes, I found the perfect thing to fit with these railings. So you can see this was a bit of actually a nuisance trying to get the stuff to fit in here, but so we've got railings on the stairs and around the gaps that going around the stairs itself. So now we've got a whole bunch of floors we can still build on. The only thing is now this is actually supposed to be a settlement in some way. I don't have to make it a legit settlement, you know, putting crops and all that things in, but in order to keep obviously settlers here and keep them happy, we're gonna have to probably put crops and water and things like that. I'm just not sure how and where, because we've basically occupied the entire space. Obviously the beds and other things, that's not going to be a problem. We need food and water. I'm not sure how many settlers I'm going to put in here. I'm not really worried about the amount, but I can maybe spawn in like 10 of them or something just to have something. Otherwise, I'm going to have to use some of that top floor for crops. Because I don't have to build in all the floors, you know, there's a lot. Plenty of space. So I'm thinking maybe 2 floors we're gonna have at least decorated. The other floors is basically more for just for show, but in other words. So we're gonna see how it goes. Now let's just wait, get this thing to load up. It takes a bit of time. What am I looking for now? I completely forgot I was looking for something. Oh yes, the internal stuff. But we are definitely going to need crops or something, I suppose. Okay, so that's gonna go there. I think you're supposed to go like that. We're gonna have a door there, so this is going that side. Door there, that goes. Trying to remember which way this stuff go now. There's a lot of stuff to build. Okay, so it's door there. How did I do this? Okay, this one is doorway, door from that side, and this one's in the center that way. So that has to go there. We're gonna have a door there, door that side. This has got to get closed off. Doors that side. And this is going to be over there. I tried to make it so everything is more or less evenly spaced out. And then we can easily add decorations and stuff. So this goes on there. It's easy enough. So obviously I don't want this in the middle of that, so we have to work according to this space. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 windows, so that one goes there. There. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, so this goes this side and come on, that side. Okay, some of these corners are sometimes a bit difficult to. Is this now? Which one is this that I've got? No, not that one. I think it's this one. There we go. And way to go. Did I just put this thing skew now? Am I like losing it or what's going on here? No, where does thing go? Okay, just stay there for a sec. I'm trying to grab this thing because it doesn't always go where you want it. Come on. Thank you. Yeah, now let's see if I can get this thing so I can see it, and then I'm gonna select it again, and then it should fit in. I don't know why it does that, but you gotta place it twice to go in the correct place. Okay, so we can put carpets down like I did here. So that's gonna add that, and we need some lighting. I'm just not sure what. This was just to check the light. Okay, that's ground floor. I suppose I'm going to do the lighting first so we can actually see what's going on inside here. So let's grab some lights. I've been using these ones. Okay, so I think one there. I'm probably going to have to add it according to carpets. And then one over there somewhere. Okay, that kind of works. But now what am I going to do on in the rooms? Maybe I just put those fans down like I did at the bottom. See if that can work. So let's put in some lighting. one and... Okay. Now I was just going to use these fans. I don't know if it's... I suppose in a hotel you'll have some type of air conditioner or something. I've got no idea whether this thing is straight or in the center of this room. Can I even move it? Yes, I can, luckily, so we can see. Ah, that works. That can work. The only thing is now I can't see if you are... Okay, limited windows. Okay, that's sufficient. Okay, more or less centered there. That's definitely not centered there. Move that up. Okay, you can go a little bit that way. You can actually get lost inside here. I was like building here and I didn't know what floor I was on. Drives you crazy. Okay, so let's just get these lights in here and we can see a bit better what we're actually dealing with. Okay. Fortunately, this is the only way I'm going to do this. Okay, so that's about centered there. Okay, move you a little bit over. Okay, you centered. You are definitely not centered. I think, is it good? Okay, well I'm gonna add lamps in anyway, so that's gonna add extra light. So there's nothing to worry about. Okay, that one's fine. Let's get to this side and see. Center is more or less that side. No, you're fine. Okay. It's 2 floors. So we don't need much. So we've got these 2, and then we got another floor, and another one, and another one. So there is definitely plenty of space. I don't know where I'm going to put water though. I need to put water in here, obviously, if you're going to have people around here. Oh yes, the fences. Ah, that reminds me. I was trying to see what the spawn locations were, and I actually got them. We've got this guy. I'll put this one over here now to show me where. There's one spawn location on this side, and there's another one, I think down there somewhere. So if I add the fences in, which is actually not going to make a lot of sense being in this type of build. I'm not sure how to do it. But I think I've got enough space here to put some defenses in, so I'm going to see that one. The other one is, I think, on the other corner. Where did I put the other one? Somewhere down here. There we go, there's the other one. Come on, up. Okay, this one, I believe, is somewhere on this side. But I didn't exactly leave a lot of space for fences. It's not meant to be like a normal settlement. So I'm not sure whether I want to do it or not. And we do get attacks here. You can see I don't have much space here, but I can build something over here maybe. So I was thinking maybe I should put the fences in. I'm not entirely sure. But I'm not too much worried about it. And also now for things like water and things, I don't know where to put it. I mean, pretty good cover here because you can see this like very big hill area on this side. But I'm sure I can actually connect Just don't know how many of these things I'm gonna need. What is this? Dispenses clean water. Okay, that's something. Ah, there's something we can put on the inside as well. Let's do that. Okay, let's see. How much space do I have in here? Oh, it actually fits. Okay, how about down here? Here's the power. Oh man, it's just a little bit too small. Okay, you're not gonna go on the rocks or anything, are you? No? Okay, well that can work. Let's see, any chance that you will fit in here? How much water does this give? I need 10. Okay, well for the sake of having settlers, I think I'm probably gonna have to do this. Connect that to that. Oops, nope, that's not what I want to do. I'm trying to get out of here. Okay, now to get power onto that. Let's get some conduits. We can use the... Oh, let's just use this actually. That's what's, if it's going to go on here. Oh, great. That's not going to work, so I'm going to have to do this. Let's see if that works. Are you going to go that way? Okay, so that's fine. And then this. There we go. That's about as neat and tidy as you can get. Okay, so that solves the water issue. Now, hold on, where's this thing? I've actually never used one of these stuff. So that gives you water. Okay, well, I suppose we can just use this. Most fancy establishments use these things. Okay, well then we need to put one of those there. And we're going to need, obviously, something with cups or some sort of thing. Okay, we need a fancy little table. And we need some glasses. Or something. I don't have paper cups, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Now, let's see, let me find this stuff. I'm just thinking the one thing I don't have here is a kitchen. Which I suppose I can still do. Okay, where are these glasses? Ah, there you are. Okay, some glasses and... Yeah, this one doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I think I'm going to stick with this one. Okay, so... That's water. How much is that? I'm actually thinking now, does that count towards the... Let's see here quickly. It was 20, so how much water does this give? Nothing. Okay, so then why give me a water thing like this? Produces only happiness. Oh. Okay, well. Looks like that's the way they do it. Okay, so this area is done. We need to get in here. And I think the first thing we're going to do is beds. Not those beds. No, man, come on. Yeah, obviously we need fancy looking beds for this place. None of those are fancy. This is probably going to be the best bed. Nothing I got the right furniture to go with it. Let's quickly just change that. More light. Yeah, I think one bed is probably going to be enough, I suppose. Counts as 2, it's a double bed. So let's see how this turns out. Come on. Okay, so that's a bed. Then we need... Is it now under this thing? I think it's under here. Or it might be the other side. Oh, that's the tables. I'm thinking of the drawers. That is the same color. I'm not sure whether I want to do that one or that one. I think this is going to look better. Okay, so we give everybody a little side cabinet here. See how this is going to turn out. Okay, next one. Come on. Don't know what's going on with that thing. Like it's glitching or something. Okay, so those are the rooms, and get some... Come on, waiting for something to load up. I think I'm just gonna do yellow lamps on this floor. Okay, so there's our extra light. Obviously, every room is basically going to look the same, so it's a little bit repetitive, but you can change it on each floor, maybe. But I don't think I'm going to be using all the floors, actually. Okay, so that's that. Okay, well, since this is the yellow thing, I think we can just do it. I've got a yellow, what do you call it, on here somewhere. There we go. To match each room. Come on, doors. I wish I could change this thing, because every time I gotta go to keyboard, go to the mouse, go to the keyboard, go to the mouse. They should have made it so we can change between our items just using the mouse. Is that all of them? Okay, so that's all of that. Then I want storage containers. Where are you? I've got, I think it's in here. There we go. This will make a nice thing. I actually do need, just thinking now, I've got to put a carpet down here too. How am I going to put this? That one. Stick you like that. There. And then a dresser, and I think we can put something on that side. Okay, so everything matches together. That works. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put everything now. Oh, I'm hearing gunfire. Who's doing the gunfire? Okay, these things don't all have to be on the same place, so... Okay, move this around a bit. Okay, and then stick you there. That one. can go there, and you can go there. Oops. Okay, let me save it. Okay, so we got a little bit of storage and stuff. I'm thinking we need something with a carpet, couch. I think I've got yellow couches as well, so we can make this the yellow level. Let's see. These lights look a little bit off. Okay, that's fine. What we're looking for now? Carpets. Do I have a yellow type of carpet? That one can work. That can work. Everything else is all messed up stuff. Okay, there's all the small things. Okay, so that's not gonna work. So I think between those other two. Let's see, where are you? This one can work. Oh, that's actually a good one. Oh, now you want to snap when I don't want you to snap. This game, I'm struggling the whole time to get carpets to snap into place, and then all of a sudden now when you don't want it, and then it does it. Okay, so there's a carpet. Okay, so this is going to be our yellow level. What am I talking about level? What am I? I'm thinking of a whole completely different game here. Okay, so yellow carpet, or yellowish. Okay, I think we got yellow seats. Oh, there we go. We're doing a whole color theme with this thing. Okay, so couch over there. Sure, that's gonna make everybody happy. And okay, so everybody's got a couch. Everything is like matching colors and so forth. I was considering actually trying to put curtains in here, but that might be a slight problem. Or maybe like two of the windows, something like there I can do maybe curtains. Let me think quickly. Now where are these curtains? How good are these things? They're always a pain to work with. Okay, okay, there is a curtain. I don't know, that doesn't look right to me. It's supposed to technically be over there, but this thing is now snapping to the top instead of there. And if I put it there, it's gonna glitch through the wall. Let's see, I'll put this in there. I suppose that can work. Yeah, I think it can work, why not? I think it can work. We're going all out yellow on this one, huh? Okay, so let's quickly see if we can get this in here. Okay, let's go get this. Trying to line it up and not let it glitch through the walls and stuff is now a little bit tricky sometimes. Okay, so we're gonna stick you. Come on. Okay, on that side. Now obviously there's more than just that set of windows, but I don't want to stick things there and then I'm going to move everything around. So this will have to do. Come on, go. I think that's fine. I think it's all the rooms. Okay, the yellow section. I don't know how this section looks like from the other side. I wonder. Can I go through here with my thing? Oh, so you actually do see it from the outside. No, you do see it. Okay, no, that works fine. So we've got beds, lights, place to sit. Feels a little bit dark still inside here. I think we need a little bit of green, if you get my meaning. We need a little bit of green. Okay, so first thing. Probably tall ones. That's not very bushy. Now those work well. Those aren't too bad. I think I'm going to use that on this floor. So let's stick one there. That can go that side. I'm going to have on each of these corners. And what am I going to use now for the inside? Oh, I haven't used these ones before. Let's use this. Okay, how about in that corner there? A little bit of Mother Nature. Okay, so stick that in each room. Okay, so we've got plants down the corners, each room. Okay, is there something else I'm missing in here? Okay, it's nice and tidy and everything, but I feel like I'm missing something. What am I missing? Just a table maybe? Or tables? I think I can add some tables. I've got those same tables that match the set I can use. Not that one, this one. Okay, stick a table there. Stick a table there. Then maybe I'll put a lamp on that one. I think that's the way to do it. Yeah, let me first put all these tables stuff in first. Okay, so that one there. I'm gonna stick that like so. I think that definitely works. And then we should be set. Okay, that's one, that's that. Okay, is that all of them? Yes. Okay, now just to get that same lamp again. Lights, tables, and lamp. Oh, there's now we've got just enough light inside here. Okay, it's nicely lit up. You've centered. Okay, that's the light. Now this side's a little bit dark, and I think we need something on these walls. These walls look a little bit empty. So let's grab maybe some paintings. I can just change. Come on. Okay, which wall? That one there. So each one is going to be a little bit different. Okay, so you can put it there or you can put it there. Now that's actually an empty wall, so that's actually a better place to put it. On these walls. Since you're not doing anything on that wall. Okay, so that one's fine. That one's right. Oops, I'm getting way turned around inside here, and that's there. Okay, let's make a save point. So, you know, this room is still dark on this side, though. Maybe I should add another lamp in here. I still feel like it's too dark. Put one on that in that corner. Table. Okay, good thing I can put a light there at least. Yeah, I see. So that covers that wall. That's on that one. This one is down there. No, I think that's the way to do it. Just to get some more light. Okay, so that makes you sorted. You can go on that one. And you are gonna go on that one. Okay, now doors. Something we do not have is doors. What doors? Barn doors, metal doors, residential doors. Which I don't think that's gonna work. Security, warehouse, wood, mods, what is all this? Diners and submarine doors and everything else. How do these doors work? These are actually... No, but isn't this like a cupboard or something? Let's see, what does this do? Okay, it's weird, but it kind of works. That's actually meant to be a like a cupboard or something. I don't think it's actually meant to be a... Oh, for this. Okay, now why can't I... Oh, there we go. Door, scrap door, yes. Okay, what other options do we have here? Everything looks the same. We've got this one. What is this one? This folds or slides. I think that's a sliding door. Okay, we got all of these things and nothing that matches. Okay, no more wooden doors. I was thinking of doing like a white or something, but I think there's enough white in here. Maybe stick with normal round doors. Okay, those are all the double ones and the ugly ones. Auto close. I don't want the auto close, I want the other ones. Okay, go back to the beginning. Can't see this thing. No, that will work. What's the difference between these two? What, left and right? Okay, I don't know which way this door is going to open up. So if I do that, it goes outside. I suppose that can work. Technically it's supposed to open inward. I don't know if I want it outward or inward. Yeah, but that's going to go the other direction. Okay, so now get rid of that. Use this one. Oh no, but it does change. Okay, so flip it around like this. And open it. There we go, that's what I wanted. Okay. That is how we want it. So far, so good. Come on, menu. This poor game struggles to load everything. Get the daylight. Okay, this must go like that. Oh no, but now see, every room is different. Okay, well I suppose the doors have to open up the same direction either way, so there's nothing much we can do about that. Okay, so that one's fine. That's opening up. That's going that way. See, otherwise I had to put the doors on this side, which technically you should actually do if everything is looking the same. So this has to get swapped around. Ah, you know what, I'm gonna leave it like that. Okay, I think that covers everything. So we got storage, we got beds, we got lighting, all done there. First floor, you are a-okay. Everything here is alright. Okay, second floor. I don't think we're going to need more than this. I've got a lot of floors here, which I don't think I'm going to even be using. Just think, how many beds have I got now? About 10, I think. Just, come on, menu, open up. 10 beds, so we do this floor, we're going to have 20. Yeah, I think that's going to be suitable enough. Okay, first we need carpet. Get some carpet down in here. Okay. Keep the same type of look. Oh, now this looks completely different because there is the staircase has changed. Okay, so this just goes like that. That is actually something I didn't think about. It's always a little bit empty. Maybe just a couch or something down here. I think that can work. Let's see. Got these fancy little couches, and it's very tiny. I think one little couch is sufficient. There we go. Next floor. Couch there. Okay, let's do some plants. Where's the other long one? That one there. Yeah, that definitely works. You go there. You go there. I feel like there's something. This is way too empty here. I I'm thinking now of these, and then this one. Put you down there. What about you? Okay, looks about straight. There we go. I'm gonna fill in those little gaps. Okay, so we got that there. Now, beds. Let's start with the beds. Beds. Where are you, beds? I think we're gonna have to change it up for this one a bit. Okay, so same type of thing, slightly different setup, different beds and stuff. Come on. There's that one. Another one. Okay, now, while I'm here, let's just do this. This is supposed to now be blue. So what do we have that's blue? Hey, blue quilt. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so that's going to be the blue rooms. Okay, this one. Okay, so that's that blue. I think let's get the carpets down. Okay, there we go, nice big blue carpet. If I can get you to fit in here somewhere. Oh, that is a very big one. Okay, you got a carpet. This one. Okay, carpet. Save it. Yeah, tables, storage. Obviously the lamps is not a problem, so that we can do. But we need storage. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of something different. Do I have anything here that's neat? Okay, I've got the same things actually as the other one. Okay, let's spread out. Yeah, those are the light ones. I don't want that. I want to stick with that one, and the long one. Okay, so do that. It's that one and the long one. And we can change it up a little bit. Come on. Is that single and that. Come. Oh, this thing is being difficult. 1, 2 there. Okay, now what side is this thing supposed to be? Doesn't really matter. Or does it? This was now all on. facing that way, so this is actually gonna have to be... Ugh, doesn't matter. One, 2, and 3. That one, and that one. Okay, side cabinets. I actually forgot about the side ones. That's under tables. Tables. Home tables. Okay, these are the busted up ones. Now, what options do I have here? I think I want to go with that one, since we used that one there. Okay, so that's got a single, and that's clean. Sorry, what is this? A dirty one? Modern. Is that the same thing? No, it's the same thing. Okay, well, that's what we're going with. What is going on here with this thing? It doesn't want to... That's weird. Okay. Not sure what's going on there. Unless it's just the cabinet itself. Oh, look, on that side I can get closer than that one. Oh well. As long as it's there. I think it's the type of item that we're actually using is doing that. Jeez, come on, I can't put it that far from the bed. Yeah, see, that goes close, but every time on that same sides. That is very odd. Yeah, I think that's all the rooms. Okay, now we need a couch. Couch, and we do have blue couches. Blue couch, there we go. We're getting a nice color pattern going here. Think about there, should do it. Okay, on that side. You go there. Okay, so those are the couches. We obviously need our little bit of greenery. Okay, now what am I going to put inside this room? That's a bit bushy. How about this one? Okay, so I'm going to go into that corner. Okay, so we've got a little bit of green, and now we need tables. Let's save that before we have an accident. Come on, menu. Furniture, tables. Yeah, this is a tricky one now. What am I going to use for this? I'm going to use something a little bit different. Some of these tables look terrible, actually. Unless I use the same thing like that. Okay, we're gonna have to do so that matches that at least. But I'm gonna need a small one. Okay, right, this is easier just to go room to room and then change it. Okay, you're gonna be that side. Okay, is that everyone? Okay, so that's that one. And then use this other table. Where are you? This one? That one? What's the front and what's the back of this table? That's the back. That's the front. Okay, luckily there's just enough space. Oh, this one might not work. Or will it? Oh, yes it does. Okay. Just makes it. Okay, so that's that. Let's add our lights in. So we're going for a blue lamp, which would be the newer one there, and one on each side. So one there, one like that, one like that, and one over there. Okay, that's coming along nicely. Okay, come on. One there, one there, one there. So everybody's got some light. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Come on. Being difficult with me now. Okay, you're getting a light. There, there. One over there. Okay, paintings. Wall decorations. Okay, we need something a bit different. Okay, what am I gonna stick on here? Where did I end? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's the next one. Okay, you go on this wall. Okay, get on there. Last one. Okay, so we've got wall decorations. What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. Oh yes, the curtains. That's also on the wall decorations. Okay, so we need blue, 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 blue. We have a decent blue here. Okay, we got that one. That's a bit dark. See-through. There's all see-through stuff. Yeah, there's even a bell. Yeah, I don't want any of this stuff. It looks like I only got one option. No, that's too much colors on it. Okay, that's blue, and everything else is not gonna work. Okay, that's the only option. Yeah, let's start from here. I think I did it on the roof, didn't I? Yes. Okay, so you're gonna go on. Come on. that side. On there. Okay, looking better already. Just to keep it there is another whole nother story. Yeah. On that side. Oh, that's definitely coming along. Okay, you there. Come on. Okay, I think that's all of them. Save it. Okay, so each one has got light, we got places to sit and everything. Sleeping is all cool. I think that's about it. Okay, so there we got the blue one. Did I put a... Okay, the couch isn't that easy in there. Oh, the doors, you know, I nearly forgot about the doors. How can you forget the doors? Imagine getting into a hotel and there's no doors in the place. Everything's just open. Okay, wood. Doors. I think I'm going to use the same doors. It was this one. And you're going to face this way. There we go. Open that up. Okay, so there we got the blue guys, and then we got the yellow ones. So everything's nice and matching. Okay, so that gives us 20 beds, 20 water. We're probably going to need more than that. What else? Okay, let me see here quickly. So we got 1, 2, 3 floors done. I need to put food or something somewhere. Otherwise, there's just going to be issues with settlers. And I don't want to do it out here. So I'm thinking I'm just going to make this top floor with food and stuff. Because I don't have to decorate all the floors. So we want enough food there, and then we can add like workbenches or something like that. There's just something to keep these people happy, in other words. Otherwise you start getting messages about settlers being unhappy and you're going to lose this and do that, and then it just gets annoying. So I think I'll do that on the top floor, and then we can still use the other floors if I need to. I actually don't know whether these guys are actually going to walk all the way up here. But I'm going to spawn them and then see what happens. Oh, my neck. Okay, since we don't have ground, we're going with planters. Okay, where's the normal planters though? Actually don't have one of those. I'm still going to put some defenses up. Okay, those are the busy ones. Are these the only planters I have? What is this? I can't actually see what I'm doing. Oh no, this is normal ground. Okay, obviously we can't use that. Isn't there ones with... There we go. Garden plots. That's what I'm looking for. They've actually got different colors. Man, that is weird. Stained. I actually didn't know this was in here. Grass garden. Valley garden. That is so weird. Marsh. I'm just going to use this. Okay, about 20 people. So this, you only need like, what, 4 of these, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. I suppose I could have tried to make this the roof and then made the plots on top of the roof, you know, that it's not like inside the building type of thing. But I didn't. Okay, so let's use that. Well, it depends on what type of food we're also going to be using. That's also the problem. And I think now if you do carrots, oh, it's even less. The stuff is supposed to be 0.5, but this is 0.25. Okay, so if I have 4 carrots, that gives me 1 food. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's 1 food. Okay, so that. Okay, so 4 and 4 gives me 2. Okay, so I'm only going to put 8 carrots in here. 2, 3, 4, okay, 5, 7, and 8. Okay, this is just for the purpose of having food for the settlers. That's it. It's the only reason I'm doing this. To keep them happy, in other words. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, come on. Okay, so it's 2, 4, 6, 8. Which will then give us 16, so I'm going to need a bit more than that. Okay, so it's fine. There's plenty of space in here to do this. Okay, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8. That gives me 16. It's going to give me 18 and 20. Okay, at least now I know what we're doing. See, there's a lot of buzz around the internet about the new Fallout games and Bethesda and stuff. So I don't know when and what they're going to do. But either way, they took way too long to release new games. It's actually ridiculous. Well, not new games, but Fallout games, you know. 5 years is already pushing it, but we're doing like 10 years and 15 years. That's ridiculous. You can just as well not make it at all. Because by the time the people that played the first Fallout games want to play the next one, they, 80 years old by the time when they finish with the stuff. It's way, way too long. Okay, this should do it. Okay, so that should give me 20 food. The only purpose of this floor is basically for show from the outside, and they can have their food. At least I hope it's enough. I think it's time I start spawning in a couple of settlers in here. Hopefully they can find their way out. I think now, what do I need? I need to open up, spawn some of these guys in here. Okay, game alterations, workshop, spawn settlers, random. Oh, come on, why are you taking so long now? Okay, I think in a settler gives you 6, so we need at least 4 settlers doing farming. 4 farming settlers. And for those who don't know, each settler produces 6 food, if there's enough food. So if you, for instance, want to have 36 people in your settlement, you need to have at least 6 of them doing farming to make up the 6 food for each. Come on. Okay, now we're going a bit faster. This thing is taking forever to load the stuff. Okay, I think that's good enough to start off with. Okay, so we've got some settlers. Now I don't know. Let's quickly see if we can grab a couple of them to do this. How much was it? 4. Okay, 1.
Got it.
There. Another one.
Okay.
There. This dude. Come on, just pick one. Come on. Got it?
Sure.
3 and
Sure.
4. Unless somebody's going to start doing their own thing. Okay, well, you can see there the food's already up, so that's fine. Beds, happiness, food, people, so forth. 20 people? Did I seriously just spawn in 20 settlers? Okay, weird, but okay. Okay, and they should find their way down to the bottom. Coming through. Okay, now we've got 2 open floors. See, they're all going to be looking for beds and stuff. I'm going to have to put the fences in here. Otherwise we might be having a lot of damages occurring. I don't want to put the fences in really, but for the sake of it actually being a settlement. I think a couple of rocket launchers should do the job. So let's get rid of that one, because those things just make a lot of noise. Okay, let's see. I need some scaffolding. Can't see this stuff. Is that it? Okay. Come on. Yeah, I think that should be sufficient. Okay, floorboards. Alright, and then we grab some rockets. Yeah, no, there's 2 of these guys, 2 spawn areas, one down there and one down there. Most of the time you get bugs and death claws and all those type of creatures. Scorpions. I didn't exactly build this very straight now, didn't I? Okay. This should be able to handle anything that comes close to this place. Okay, now to get power on here is another thing, but I think I can just route that to there. Oh, I missed one. Okay, so that side's covered. We're just going to put something on the other side. I wonder if the normal caravan people were able to come here or not. I suppose I've got to put down a caravan actually to see if they do. Let's see quickly if I can do that. Where was that? Actually don't remember where that was. I think it's under this. Nope, it's not under that. Where did I see this thing just now? It's somewhere under here. There we go. Okay, well, I think one of those. Okay, how am I going to put you? You're only going to go that way. Okay, well, there's one there, and then in case we get any Brahmin coming here, I think we can just stick that there. And I've got just enough space to set up a defense. Okay, so we first need this. Hold on. I'm just thinking the other problem is power. How am I going to get power down to here? I'm going to have to get... How am I going to get power down to here now? That's a bit of a tricky one. I think... How much space do I have at the back here? I think from the corner of this side of the building, I'm going to have to get power onto this wall and then route it around all the way to here. I think that's the only way this is going to work. Because this is where we need the defenses, because the spawn point is on this side of the thing over here. I don't actually want this thing there though. You know what? Hold on, let's just put this thing down here. Doesn't have to be standing next to that. Okay, so this will be sufficient. Okay, got a couple of rocket launchers and we are sorted. Or missile launchers, whichever way you want to look at it. Okay, stick you onto that. If I didn't need to keep settlers happy, I wouldn't worry actually about even adding all this stuff in. But for the sake of not losing a settlement or some weird thing happening, that's the way we're going to have to do it. Okay, so now all I can do is I'm going to take one of these guys and stick you down there. Add that onto that. Oh, come on. Are you... What is... That thing's stuck in the way there. Oh, I don't have to do it on the wall. I can just do this. Oh, this is going to be much easier. Okay, let's do that. Okay, now how far can I move you? Oh, quite a distance actually. It's going to make my life easier. The corner is actually right there. Now I wonder, can that cable reach to there? Oh. Okay, okay. Let's see if we can switch on collision. Yes, thank you. Okay, now you are down there. Come on. Okay, this is obviously not going to fit up to there. Okay, we have to do it like this. Get you onto that, and you onto that. There we go. The fence is up. It is up. Okay, so this is going to cover the entire section down this side, and the other one will cover that side. We don't really have anything in the front. I don't have a lot of space to deal with, but let's see if we can't. I wonder, can I put anything on top of these walls? I don't know if anything can go on top of them or not. Could be able to, but let's see. Okay, missiles. Oh, it does. Hold on. This could work. Maybe. Oh, this will definitely work. Okay, so I'm going to do that just as an extra precaution. Okay, now why don't you want to... Okay, that... Oh, it's got a spot somewhere on there. Okay, looks like that's the best I'm going to get it. Okay, just for the sake of having protection. Okay, so we got enough people, enough food, we got enough water. Looks like they are finding their way down. Let's see, how many people's... Anybody wandering around here? Okay, so these guys are here. Yeah, they will eventually find their way out of the place, so that's good. At least there's no issue with pathfinding.
You hear about that farm run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
No, I don't think anyone's ever heard of the farm run by ghouls. Okay, and we've got 2 floors we can still do stuff with. Which I'm not in too much in a hurry to do. Okay, and these guys do all the food stuff, so that's fine. But why is there more than 4 people? I did that one, that one, that one. I think that lane. Other people want to do farming, they can do it, I suppose. I'm not playing a full-on story here, so it doesn't really matter.
Farming's as honest work gets.
Okay, I'll just have to jump over everybody. I must say, I think this reception area probably looks the best out of the whole thing. Okay, well, let's see. Yeah, we've got, I think, everything in here. This guy is still standing here. I don't know why, but he's still standing there. Yeah, let's do a little bit of a flyby and see what's going on. Okay, so we've got a couple of defenses up. We've got water, we've got food. I think this came out pretty good. No, I think it came out pretty good, and a little bit of weird decorating, but it works. No, I'm happy with it. Okay, well, guys, I think I'm gonna leave it there for this episode. And at the moment, that's the end of this build. There's not much to do else except for maybe a little bit of extra decorating. We got those 2 floors, but that's repetitive. It's just adding the same stuff. So don't want to bore you guys too much with that. I actually wanted to try and connect this place to this one, because this is also a settlement. But this is obviously another military outpost. That's the Wasteland Outpost, which we changed into the hotel. It's unfortunate I can't connect them in either way. But I'm not sure what I want to do here. I just put this wall around here. I was trying to see size-wise and how it will look. So I'm not sure what's going to happen there, if I'm going to do anything. But I think that's going to be the end for today. So I will be seeing you guys in our next episode. Cheers.